Ba 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 ba. Maybe. There we are. Beautiful. All right. About there. Go there. Good. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. All right, let's see what angle we're at here. Probably around there. Let's swap out the stone. All right, that is not good. Go higher. Oh, there we go. That's better. Let's see what angle we're at. Zero it out. Let's try that again. Zero. Wow, that is super steep. That is too steep. Let's go down a little bit. Too steep of an angle. There we go. Okay. Try that again. How's it going? It is a pocket knife. We are determining our angle real quick before we start sharpening. Okay. $15 degrees. 5 degrees. Yep, that's right. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. What is this handle made of? It is G10. The knife blade material is CPM 15V. Yep, I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right. Grab a little brush here to put some soapy water. Outstanding. Okay. Trying to get the tip here. This tip was a little wonky from SPYDERCO, so we are going to do our best with it. Looks like we are hitting the tip towards the edge, not quite towards the back bevel. We will try and catch it up over the next couple sharpenings. But that will be fine. Don't want to lose too much of the knife of its life just trying to chase that back up to the bevel. Boop, boop, boop. Very good. And dirty. All right. Give her a flip. Make sure we're still in frame, which we are. Let's mark her up this side just to be sure that we're getting everywhere. You know what? Let's do something here real quick. Tight good. Okay. Flip it, see where we're at. That looks good there. Just double check and make sure we're hitting the whole bevel on this side because I moved it. A little bit more. Soapy water. God damn it. Moving out just a little bit. See what that looks like. Okay, we'll double check we're hitting on this side. Yep, I'm feeling good about that. Okay. Do I have a shop? No, I don't. I am at my kitchen table. I am at my kitchen table. Just having a good time with a, I mean, it's not a super new Spyderco knife, but pretty new. I think I got it maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was not very super happy about the edge. Was pretty dull, and the tip was a little wonky on the one side from Spyderco. So figured we got these nice new stones and this nice new sharpener. Why not put a nice fresh edge on it? Why not, right? I do have another new knife on its way from Spyderco as well. It is the Stretch 2 in Bowler K390, so it's similar to this one. Same blue FRN handle, same factory, Seki City, Japan. Same K390 blade material, but this one is a lockback as opposed to a compression lock. So pretty excited about that one. It should be here on Tuesday. I ordered it from White Mountain Knives. I just wanted a nice Spyderco that, you know, I could kind of use as my beater knife, because, you know, we have this one here. I got this one here, which was what I was carrying before that Temperance came in. But these are kind of too nice to be beaten on, so figured I would get one that I didn't was by design that I didn't care as much about. So once it gets here, it will be my new beater, my hoopty, as they say. I cannot see with this hat on. There we go. I should get a flashlight. That's a good idea. Flashlight. Let's grab a flashlight. Flashlight, flashlight, where are you? Boop, 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 doop, boop, boop. Now we have a flashlight. But I had to walk the whole length of my house to get it. Figured I would go live and sharpen this up tonight since my wife is working right now. Oh yeah, we're hitting that tip. Nice. You're hitting that tip nicely. Check for a burr. Burr at the tip. Good, good, good. Not quite at the heel here. I don't think we're going to get it on this this sharpening. There's a little spot, right? Let's see if we can show it with some marker. And that's the thing about Spydercos. They are fantastic knives after you get them all straightened out, because they come super, super sharp, but the bevel is usually a little bit weird, either at the tip or at the heel, or both. And this one here is a little weird at the tip of the back side and the heel of this side. See if we can get it to show up. It's probably not shown on camera, but there's a little spot right here at the heel where it is not hitting quite yet. We're going to go a little bit longer, and then we're just going to flip it and call it a day. That's the thing about sharpening. You don't want to chase it too much and then lose a bunch of life off of your blade. Oh, Brandon, what is my knife choice? So my favorite knife is probably the Sage 5, just for carrying around with me every day. But Spyderco is like my brand. So like this one here, Para 3, Sage 5, Little Temperance 3, and then I have a couple, bunch of other different steel varieties of these same ones. I have one oddly specific question. I can see it just a little bit. I don't know what you mean. But we're going to keep on going. Keep on keeping on here and see what we can do. I think we're going to flip it now. See what we got on the other side. And then maybe try and get a little more of that heel as we flip it this time. Throw a little bit of marker on here just to make sure that we're hitting everywhere we're meaning to hit. Fantastic. Yep, we are getting the whole way to the heel on this side. So it is just the tip on this side and the heel on the other side. Like it was a little cockeyed whenever they were sharpening it. Little tip, as you do tip, put your finger underneath the tip, and that will help you keep from rolling off the edge and rolling your tip over. Good, 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 good. Burr. All the way to the tip. Just hit this heel a little bit more. This 15V is actually sharpening really easily. I was a little nervous as I started getting these super steels from Spyderco that they were going to be difficult to sharpen, but none of them have been difficult to sharpen. So we're going to keep going at this tip just a little bit more. Good. Yep, feeling good about that. Flip it. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate everybody who is watching right now. I am attempting to kind of branch out on my channel. It started kind of as a lock picking channel, lock sport, where I pick locks and stuff, and I do some live streaming for that with some buddies. But I figure I do other things, and I figured I would expand my channel into some other things. So I'm also an amateur radio operator, and I like collecting and sharpening pocket knives. So I figured I would expand the channel a little bit and make it as eccentric as I am. So I appreciate everybody who comes, like the video, maybe subscribe. I help as much as I can, especially on live streams. If anybody has any questions about either the system, the stones, because this system comes with different stones. It comes with these ones here. They're plated diamond stones. They work just fine, but I decided to upgrade my kit to some resin bonded diamond instead. And boy, am I glad I did, because they are freaking awesome. Okay, let's just even out the scratch pattern a little bit. Take one more flip and call it a day for this stone. Good, 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 good. Burr flip real easy. One more burr minimization here, trailing. Good. We're going to call that for this stone. Just kind of wipe it off a little bit real quick. God, I love these stones. These stones are freaking awesome. They're made by a company called PD Tools. So it's Poltava Diamond Tools, and it is a diamond abrasive company in Ukraine. I almost said the Ukraine. That's not correct, but they're in Ukraine, and they make really good diamond stuff. Jared Neve, who's also a knife sharpening guy, has a ginormous YouTube channel. He also uses and sells this brand of stones. They're under they're branded by a company called USA Market, but they're Poltava stones, and they are awesome. The burr is extremely small right now, so that is really good. We got the burr to come off. So we just went from, this one here is a 285 grit, so a 6350 micron, if I can get it to show up. There we go, 6350 micron, 285 grit. Went to this stone here, which is a 2820 grit, or 2820 micron, which is 650 grit. As you get up in the abrasive grit levels, they start to load up easier, but they cut super nice. They put a really good edge on, so you do have to condition them more often than you would any other stone. But I'm going to be honest with you, for the finish that you get and how sharp of an edge you get, it is absolutely worth it. Check chat. We got Dean. How's it going, Dean? I appreciate it. Mr. Dump-a-Thump. Is that just soapy water that I'm using on my stone? Yes, it is. It is Dawn dish liquid and some water. Very nice. Check the burr. We have a nice small burr from heel to tip. That's good. Give her a flip. Then we'll start doing some burr minimization passes as we go back and forth. But that's the thing. I had a conversation with a buddy of mine the other day, and he had just found out about whenever you apex a knife, so you grind one side till you get a burr on the back, and then you flip it, and then you hit it again till you get a burr on the other side. Once you've done that, you have apexed the knife. At that point, you do not need to chase a burr anymore. You are just flipping and reducing and refining your scratch pattern until the burr is gone, and then your knife is sharp. After that first burr, the burr is no longer important to keep going. You just need to make sure that you get rid of it. But developing a burr is no longer important. Good, we got burr, 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 burr. Good. Oh, the militia. How well do fixed angle sharpeners work? They work outstanding. If you stay till I'm done with this one, you will see how sharp it is, because I always do a little demonstration cutting paper towels, which are really hard to cut with the pocket knife, unless it's super, super sharp. What else will we cut? We'll cut some paper, and then, maybe some arm shaving if I can find some hair on my arms anywhere. Bradley Christ. How likely is 15V to rust? it depends. As long as you take care of it, it's not likely to rust at all. So this has a stonewash finish on it, which gives it some rust protection there. Plus, you also have, I also throw some, actually this, mineral oil. I just put it in a little bottle so it's easy to apply to it. But you just get it at the store like this. They sell it as a laxative, so it will be fine if you like cut food with it or whatever, and you get it on your food. It's fine. But mineral oil works really good for rust prevention on knives. All right. Good. Now we're just going to hit it on both sides, keep minimizing this burr, and then we will be done, actually. So it's surprisingly easy to sharpen a knife once you kind of get the hang of it. Burr, 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 burr. Not super big, which is good. Trailing pass, trailing pass. I think we've got the scratch pattern all taken care of already. So the 285 scratches have been replaced with 650. Okay, we got burr, burr, burr. Very small though, good. Okay, give the stone a little wipe, clean it up a little bit. Good. Burr is completely gone, to feel anyway. It feels like it's completely gone. We're going to flip it a couple more times just to make sure that we removed all of it. And then we will switch to a strop on the sharpener. Good. We're just reducing the number of strokes that we're taking and also lightening up on the pressure that we're putting. So we're making sure not to create any more burr since we've already removed, I think, all of it, but we're going to find out. Take a look at this edge bevel. Looks good on that side. Actually looks good on that side too. Good. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. We're dropping stuff. Nice. Oh, dropping our little baby brush. How's everybody doing this fantastic evening? I appreciate everybody coming, by the way. Looks like there's 92 people watching right now. Anybody who likes knife stuff, I also do lock picking. I'm pretty decent at that. Reviews of knives. things like that. I'm also an amateur radio operator. If you're interested in any of that stuff, I would appreciate the subscribe. Hit that notification bell. See whenever I put out new stuff. I'd greatly appreciate it. It would be nice to eventually get the channel where it's kind of self-sustaining. You never know. I always tried that with the band that I was in. I was in a heavy metal band for a long time as lead guitarist, and I spent basically my whole band life chasing the ability to break even. That was my goal, always, was to make enough money playing in that band to cover my costs for the year. And it never, ever, ever, ever happened until 2019, right before COVID. And then COVID happened and we stopped playing out, and I ended up quitting the band. So I just achieved my goal basically right at the end whenever I stopped. That's kind of funny. But, you know, and then I moved on, and COVID made me want to get my amateur radio license because people were losing their ever-loving mind. And I was like, I should probably have some kind of skill to maybe become important in the end times, you know, if the hard times ever happen. So decided to pick up amateur radio, and then, you know, lock picking along the way, and now pocket knives and such. Those are just the weird things that I like. Just the weird things that I like. I am probably going to get on maybe one other time this weekend and sharpen a second knife, because I have a second knife that kind of could use an edge too. Not a Spyderco, but that's kind of like my new thing. I think I'm only buying Spyderco knives from now on because they're just so freaking nice. But we got this one, another Rex 121 Spyderco, Maximet Para 3. I'm starting to enjoy like the super steel knives, so another Sage 5, but this is the one that needs the edge. CJRB Pyrite Light in, if I can get it to focus, S9DV. This one finally needs to be sharpened. So we're going to see how she sharpens up. Looking forward to that little gem there. I really love these knives. These are freaking awesome knives. Rex 121, super cool steel. I would never have sharpened it as much as I did, except I ended up putting a like 14-degree angle on the one and hated it like really bad. So I ended up grinding it off and putting the 17 or 18-degree angle back on it. I think it was 17. Jeremy Nedro, work sharp fixed angled sharpeners work great for a knife enthusiast. They absolutely do. It's actually where I started. I started with the Work Sharp Precision Adjust. Basically the same as this, except made out of plastic, less robust. But you absolutely can get screaming sharp edges off of it. And it was actually what taught me how to sharpen and really like the value of a good sharp knife. Like I never knew that you could get as sharp of knives as I do until I got a fixed angled system. Good, no burr. Give her a flip, and then I think we are gonna just do a couple minimization passes and then go to the strop. The strop I have is just leather with 3-micron diamond. So basically we did 285 grit, 650 grit, and then 3000 grit is what 3-micron diamond works out to be. One more flip, and we will call this a day. Good. Let's wipe off our stone. As you can see, they do load up a little bit, but it's totally worth it. All you got to do is hit it with a conditioning stone, and all that. It's basically just metal that's causes it to glaze a little bit. All you got to do is kind of condition it, and it'll come right off. And you can see the glazing there in the center. So you can either hit it with like a magic eraser, or you can hit it with a like a Nagura stone, which is what I prefer to do, or you know, wipe it off with some why is my brain not working? Some rubbing alcohol, which is actually what I'm going to do right now with both of these. Hit them with some rubbing alcohol because I'm probably not going to condition after this time. I'll wait, condition maybe next time. Kind of give it a rub-a-dub-dub. Get most of that black garbage off. Good enough. Whoop. Good. Good. Now we'll hit her with a strop. Booyah. And I do change my angle when I throw the strop on, because the strop is a little bit kind of soft, spongy a little bit. Old shoe sole works well. Bet you it would. Guess that's just leather. So all that this is some veggie tan leather. Let's raise the angle up a little bit. That's not what we're doing. Wrong one. Now, before I take this out of here, I will mark it with a Sharpie so that I can put it back into the vise if I need to. If for some reason it's not sharp, which is always a possibility. You never know. You may not have noticed something or whatever. You see there is a little black buildup there on the strop. You can tell that diamond is doing its job. Give her a flip. Oh, yeah. Just make sure that we got all the burr off of here. No burr, no burr, no burr, no burr anywhere. Good. Good. Give her a flip. One more set of passes, and then we will see if this guy is sharp. Okay, we're going off the back there. No good. Good. All right, let's see if we're sharp. Give her a flip, mark it, just to make sure. Put a little mark here. Good. Now, let's see if we have any sharpness. Get some of this garbage out of the way. Try not to cut myself. Oh, okay. All right. Halfway there. We are out. Okay, let's try and cut something. Start with the easiest thing to cut. She is super sharp. Good. At least for paper. Let's see if we can cut. Let's see, we have shaving sharp for sure. Good there. Let's try paper towel. That's a good test of whether something is sharp. Oh, paper towel. There we go. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. Move this back there. Beautiful. Okay, we'll just hold it right here. Slipped out there. She's sharp. No doubt about that. Good. Actually, I tore that. That's my fault because I'm a schmuck. She's a laser. No doubt about it. Out frickin' standing. You can see where the tip, actually, maybe you can't see the tip where it was wonky from the factory. I just caught the leading edge. You see right there I caught it, but right there I didn't. Right there. You see the little bit that I didn't catch, which is fine. I'll catch it on a future sharpening. And you can see right there, I also didn't quite catch. Right there, you can see. That's the break. So, I mean, when knives get sharpened by hand by like a person, an employee, a human being, they're never really like perfect. I mean, it's really rare that it's perfect. Let's put it that way. This one here was pretty good when I got it. I did sharpen it up, but I left the angle the same. Maybe if I can get it to show. I left the angle the same as it was from the factory, because I figured that this and the other K390 was going to be like a beater knife. Because K390 is much more tough than any of these other knives that I have here. So like S90V, that's pretty chippy. Maximet, that's not very tough. Rex 121, it's about as not tough as you can get. 15V, not very tough, but you know, K390 is much more tough than any of those. That's most of my Spyderco collection. I mean, I have a couple more back here, but like a family photo there. This one doesn't belong. It's like the ugly stepbrother. I love me some Spydercos. There's no doubt about that. And like I said, I have the other Seki City Japan knife coming, the Stretch 2. K390 is one of my favorite steels. It's definitely my favorite user steel. I really love Rex 121 when it comes to cardboard cutting day. But, you know, that is what it is. Actually, I'll see what I do. I just, every time we have a pizza or whatever, I just chop the box up, tape it up, and then I'll stick these all in another box or whatever, put it out for the garbage man. But it's my new thing. I like cutting up cardboard and seeing how the knives edges hold up. I was thinking about maybe doing it like on video, but I wasn't sure like if there's too many people doing that. Maybe maybe one of these days I'll put out a video and ask people like, hey, are you interested in seeing that shit, or would you prefer me not do that? Your wife says SPYDERCO. I actually had a buddy who used to call it SPYDERCO. SPYDERCO. You can see this was my very first one that I didn't understand how to deal with the ricasso there, so I ended up cutting a choil. Oh, makes my heart hurt seeing that choil that I cut in there myself. You definitely don't want to do it with this guy. These things are too freaking expensive. But you can kind of just get in there and hit it with the edge of the stone. You kind of lay it so that they match up and just kind of hit the corner. You can get it to line up properly. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming hanging out with me while I sharpen this knife up. I'll probably do this one maybe Saturday, Sunday, something like that. I don't know, tomorrow, next day. But I mean, it's not like not crazy dull, but I mean, it'll cut paper towel, I guess. Yeah, it's a little bit of sawn it'll cut, but that's not sharp enough for me. Oh yeah, if I can touch the edge without it laying me open, it's too dull. Too dull. Too dull, I say. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody who came. If there's no other questions, I will let you guys all move on to the next. All right, again, anybody, I'd appreciate the subscribe, like my video if you could. I greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel as much as I can. So we got some reviews coming up for these very soon. I actually, the last one that I did, I think, was this knife. And since then, I bought all of these. So these will all be coming up here shortly. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.